How's it going? Sad to say, I think I'm gonna puke. Don't be a show-off now.
The exit is close.
What? You can tell?
More or less. The path changes moment by moment. New passageways are constantly being formed and incorporated into the labyrinth. That was the secret of Daedalus's design. But there's still a path that leads to the exit.
If there weren't, the Minotaur would never have been able to get his tasty young sacrifices, I suppose.
Here it comes.
Where is it?
The left hand was also apparently still unable to get its bearings. A pair of eyes appeared on the back of the hunter's hand and busily scoured their surroundings. The path ran vertically up a wall. It was more than 200 yards to the floor below. Anyone with a fear of heights would have suffered 100 heart attacks in this situation. Overhead, a black sphere was moving vertically, running parallel to the wall as it closed on him. D ran. Crossing over D's head, the sphere rose up, landing about 15 feet ahead of him. For some reason, its gleaming surface didn't reflect D. As if his beauty were so great, it made the sphere itself afraid. D's left hand flashed out, and rough wooden needles knifed through the wind. It seemed like they would be deflected, but these perfunctory challenges sank into the sphere effortlessly and disappeared from view as if they'd been swallowed up. On the surface of the sphere, points of light appeared, one for each needle. Without a sound, white streaks of light raced out through the murky world from the front and back of it, to the left and to the right. Anything they touched instantly vanished from D's field of view.
This is bad. This thing's a path eraser. It said the path erasers only exist in the Sacred Ancestors Labyrinth. It'll make a mess of this maze.
The ceiling disappeared, as did the walls. The sphere rolled wherever it liked, intent on erasing everything. Apparently determining something from the movement of those lights, D made a mighty bound off the floor. In the 100th of a second between the time the globe pulled free of the sphere and it started rolling again, the figure in black unleashed a stark flash with his right hand. What kind of swordplay did he engage in? The sphere trembled, then split in half, the light spilling from it to swiftly erase the passageway a few seconds after the leaping D had raced off.
The first barrier breached. 0% possibility of course completion. The copy will be given several additional layers of verisimilitude.
At the computer's voice, Grand Duke Valcua's body twitched fiercely. He was like an anthropomorphic bug snared in a colossal spider's web. Valcua was completely naked. The silver threads that seemed to be wound around his body were all cords, and the ends of all of them were planted in the flesh of the ultimate noble.
Production initiated on the copy. Power enhancement initiated on the subject.
At the same moment the voice spoke, a beastly howl flew from the Grand Duke's mouth. What was being channeled into him through those cords? His body lost its color, becoming like paraffin, and then turning a dark purplish hue. With one flick of his arm, he could have disconnected all the cords, yet he endured the agony anyway. There would have to be some compensation for all of this. As the pain blurred his field of view, a single human form took shape in it. Pale blue electricity was discharged into the air as the outline formed. Then arms, shoulders, a waist, and the rest of the lower half followed. The hem of his flapping coat, the wide-brimmed traveler's hat, the long sword that was already gripped in his right hand, just waiting for the time to slaughter. It was D. Was this what it had meant by a copy? Did that mean the D Valcua had slain earlier was also a copy? Here he endured unimaginable agony like a martyr, but what did he hope to gain from it?
Copy complete. Power enhancement complete.